What's going on, people? It's your boy, Mr. Controversy here. I gotta pull out some of my thoughts. Been a lot of stuff going on in sports. Usually I do an NBA journal, but I'm going to touch on multiple sports. First of all, I got to talk about the NCAA tournament, which has been great thus far. I didn't have Michigan State in my Final Four. I thought they would get to the Elite Eight, but didn't think they would get to the Final Four. But I'm happy they are. With all four teams, Michigan State, Duke, Wisconsin, and Kentucky. I think it's going to be some great matchups. The funny thing is with Izzo, I think Izzo is, of course, the second best coach, which I think most will agree. Honestly, I think of all time, I put Izzo in the top five. And I put him over Dean Smith. And I'll give you the rest of my picks on my Blog Talk radio show that airs on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Like that plug, the 3-point conversion sports lounge. But anyway, the reason why I put Izzo over Smith is because, yes, Izzo only won, I think, one championship. Dean has two. But Mr. Smith had Jordan, Worthy, he always, not just them, but he always has the best talent in the country. And two of his championships were given to him. The one, I think it was Sleepy Floyd when he passed the ball to James Worthy. And then when Chris Webber decided to, he tried to give him the game by traveling, but the refs didn't call that, and then the timeout. So in '93. So I think Dean Smith is a great teacher, no doubt, as far as teaching kids how to be men. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a great coach, but I don't think I think Izzo is a better coach than Smith. Like I said, Smith doesn't get that much talent. His talent is local, and he gets the most out of them. So, and they believe in him. And sure enough, look where he is now. But speaking of the Final Four, I have to talk about this. I posted something on Facebook last yesterday, and caused a big roar, but I meant what I said, and I stand by it. And I said that with the NCAA tournament, when teams make it to the Final Four, and I always wondered this as a kid, why do teams always celebrate like they won the national championship? I don't get it. You got to the Final Four. I'm not saying don't celebrate and be happy you got to the Final Four, but you're cutting out nets, confetti's coming down, y'all taking pictures, group pictures, shirts. Shirts are cool, but the interviews like you just won a national championship when you still have two games to play. It doesn't make sense. I was always taught as a young kid, if I want to win, you win. That's when you celebrate. Because it's no second winners. It's a winner, then you got the rest losers. Now, if you want to celebrate the accomplishment, I understand that. But at the same time, I can see if you did that at least when you got to the big game. You know what I'm saying? If you got to the championship game, they'll celebrate like that. I understand that. And people say, well, I only got 2 days before it's game time. Okay. But still, why are you celebrating like you won a championship and you just made it to the Final Four? You still have to play 2 games to win a championship. So you did all that celebrating, and then next thing you know, you lose the first game in the Final Four. You the first team out. So that meant you came in 4th place, but you celebrated like you was number 1. And we all know it's a marketing tool that goes back to a long time ago, because when you see people cutting nets and celebrating confetti, it's like it's a, big moment. It's a great moment, and that draws attention, and it draws people to watch, and this is a great time to watch. You know what I'm saying? It's a big accomplishment. People say yes, but there are 4 teams out of 68 that made it, but it's not the championship. So I don't understand that. It doesn't make sense to me. But hey, that's sports anyway. Then I have to talk on this with the MVP talking, the NBA. Everybody been giving their, including myself, giving their who should win it, who's going to win it. And who they think they should win. So who I think should win, of course, is Westbrook, which most people agree. I mean, I called it out beginning of the season. I said, hey, don't be surprised if Westbrook wins the MVP. I can see Westbrook winning the MVP, but I don't think he will just because of the record. But I think he should because you look at his teammates. You know, Durant's been out all season. Ibaka been out. They don't have he don't really have a supporting cast like the other teams or the other players that's in the final hunt for the MVP. So I don't understand why he shouldn't win it, why he can't win it. But that's how it is. Who I think should win is Harden because Harden has played with no Dwight Howard, which, you know, we all know Dwight saw, but still, that's a big loss. But at the same time, he's averaging over 27, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. You know, that's LeBron James numbers. So, and he has no talent. And people say, oh, he might, you know, he has the most attempts, the most misses, the way he draws fouls. So what? That's, especially drawing fouls is part of the game. If you can get 8 to 10 free throws, that's part of the game. He's witty. You know what I'm saying? He's clever the way he draws the foul. But at the same time, you can't stop him from getting to the hole. He can shoot the three. He's playing out of his mind. Steph Curry, I don't see why he should win it. I mean, they won 60 games, but Clay's averaging 21. So to me, that doesn't, you know, say, oh, he should be MVP. He's averaging 23, almost 8 assists, 2.1 steals a game. So I don't think that requires MVP voting. So I have James Harden winning the MVP. I think he's going to win it. He should win it. That'd be stupid if he doesn't. If he doesn't win, that'd be dumb. I'll be mad at the NBA, you know, because, yeah, Golden State won 60 games, but you have Steph scoring 23 a game, 8 assists, which is great. But Clay is almost averaging 22 points a game. I mean, so can we say he's the best defensive player on that team? So can we say he should get votes for being the MVP or consideration for the MVP? So I have Harden winning it, and hey, I have to say this too. We talk about the NFL with the Greg Hardy situation and Ray McDonald. I mean, I don't understand what the NFL is trying to do. Are we trying to make a point of saying that, okay, we want to keep these type of guys out? Because my Chicago Bears signed Ray McDonald, and I'm not saying he's guilty. We don't know, but I'm just saying, or are we going to say, hey, as an NFL, we're going to give people second chances? If they don't come back as guilty, then we won't punish them, and we'll give them that second chance. You know, Greg Hardy has a chance to be suspended, which people say he should be, and he will be. But if he got off on the charges, I don't understand why is he suspended. I don't get that. You know, what message are you trying to send? Are you saying just stay out the not limelight, but just stay out of trouble. Don't get not just convicted, but don't get accused, or, you know, don't hang around those type of people. You know what I'm saying? If it's not you and it's the women you choosing, stay away from them. Or if it is you and you just buying them off, then, you know, you should get suspended. But if not, you're getting punished because you were accused. And so it's like, what are you trying to make? What are you saying? Even with Ray McDonald, he got 40. I think 49ers cut him, which was cool. I like that. But he's still battling with that, and he's saying he's not guilty and everything. The Bears pick him up, which is a surprise. But at the same time, as the NFL, you have to make a stance. Either you're going to say we're suspending them because this is the third time they've been accused. But then on the other hand, you let them play. It's like, okay, you know, are you condoning it? What are you doing? I mean, either come out and say we're suspending them because of, you know, what they did, or we suspended them because it's multiple accusations that they've done domestic violence. My thing is, the NFL needs to come out and make a statement on what is wrong, why they've been suspended, because Ray McDonald's not going to be suspended, but Greg Hardy is. To me, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's like you're contradicting yourself. So now we all looking like, okay, what's going on? So again, and then with the Ray Rice situation, we saw what happened to him, but yet still the charges were dropped. So it's just, to me, the NFL needs to come out and make a stand. You come out and be direct and say, this is why you will be suspended, or we won't tolerate this behavior or the accusations or what have you. Just come out and be clear so that we'll know what's going on. But anyway, this is Mr. Controversy. I call this my Mr. Controversy's 2 nonsense. And hey, check me out on my blog, radio station on Saturdays at 10 a.m. I will post the details from Fantasy Sports Warehouse. This is how we do it. We go in raw with my co-host, Mr. Arnold Glass. And check me out on the 3-Point Conversion YouTube page or YouTube channel, which you're looking at now. I have my show, The 3-Point Conversion, since making the cut with my guys. And I'll see you next week. I'm out.